Hello and welcome. Let me just sort out a couple of housekeeping things. Is this actually working? Oh, it was a minute ago, I think. There we go. It is very hot today where I am, and I am very sweaty. Is my honest sort of assessment of myself right in this current state. Now, I can't see any video coming through, so that's obviously an issue because this isn't a podcast, and being able to see what is going on is kind of key to this whole thing. So let me see if I can figure. Oh, that might be why. There we go. I was being stupid. Right, so if I go there, we should be back in business. Hopefully. Oh, close. It's catching up. There we go. That was probably delayed. I was watching the live feed, so you're probably wondering what on earth I'm talking about. Anyway, I'll edit this out because it's not entertaining, is it? So I've decided to put myself under a bit of pressure by building this on live stream. Now, I'm probably not going to do the whole thing on live stream because that is going to be. I'm going to be doing this for a long time because I like to plan obsessively. So this isn't going to be a speed build by any stretch of the imagination. And I don't also have. I can't stream every day. So. Yeah, it would take, like, in real life, millions of years for me to actually finish it. So I will, when I get the chance, I'll pop back on and show you the progress where I'm at, and then continue with the build, and then, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I've actually done a bit of prep work because I wasn't going to do this, and then I decided I will. So let's just have a look at the old map here. Let's set the I don't know, foundation. Yeah, let's have a look at the map. I want to turn this grid off. There we go. Okay, so. Idea is that this is an entire map, and I was quite lucky because this was the second map that I generated, wanting something very, very specific. And on my second go, I got exactly what I wanted, which is lots of little, lots of medium to large islands. So what I'm going to do is start here, build a little medieval city here, and then branch out afterwards. And then start building on these other islands, maybe on the mountain and stuff like that. But it's all going to be medieval, not medieval fantasy, medieval, because that's what I like. The idea is that over X amount of time, I'll fill up this whole map. And I am open to people helping me out on the build as well. So I might be like, have that island. No, I want that one actually. Have that island, and you can build your town and whatever on there. However, I have never played with someone else on Minecraft, which creates two issues. One, I don't actually know how to do it, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Yeah, and two, I'm very particular. So yeah, I need to figure out a way because I'm very particular. So if I don't agree with someone's aesthetic or build style, then yeah, I'll have to figure that out. That's if anyone wants to. Maybe no one wants to. Probably no one. Stop rambling. Okay, right. So yeah, that's the idea. So we're on this map here. So what I've done is I've taken all the trees away, as you may be able to tell, just so I know kind of what the canvas looks like. And that doesn't mean the trees aren't going to come back. It just means that I can put them in specifically where I want. But yeah, I like to be able to see what I'm working with. And then what I've done is filled in and leveled the parts that I wanted leveling and the parts I wanted filled. So there was like a big, like, you know, those like angled crevasses that sort of, yeah. There was one like ripping all the way through there, so I filled that in because I didn't like the look of that. There was quite a lot of other little sort of holes there or thereabouts. But I have kept this fella over here. There's also a really cool cave over there. We'll go over there in a second. So yeah, I've kept this one because it just sort of kind of is pretty big, and it comes through the other side. And I just thought I could probably do something with that. I don't mind having the caves, but I don't want like literally like place looking like a Swiss cheese with, yeah, I'll just have one or two caves, and yeah, that's fine. While we're at it, let's have a look at this cave, which is very, very cool. That thing over there is very cool as well. Oh god, this is slow. I'll speed him up a bit faster. I should also say I'm not a professional or an expert. So yeah, don't go in being like, this guy's pretending to be professional and he's not. It's not what's happening. So yeah, we've got this cool, very cool cavern, which we'll do something with, I'm sure. It's very very Lord of the Rings. Like yeah. Trying to think. Oh, it goes down there as well. Nice. Anyway, let's focus on this. So the general plan. Excuse me, I'm drinking. The general plan is on this mountain, come hill, whatever. In the middle is going to be a castle, and then the flat plains like around it are going to be sort of the rest of the town. And we need to do a little bit of landscaping, so we want to create a path for the river to go all the way through there, so we can get all the way around. And that just means we can have like little sort of harbours dotted around. But I think the main harbour, because it comes off the big body of water over here, is going to be here. So we could actually stretch it across. I was just going to do it here, but actually you could stretch it so it sort of encompasses this entire part of the screen. But we'll see what happens, because that's actually quite a small space. So yeah, I'm just gonna build, and yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I do things. As I'm not trying to say I'm amazing or anything, but if you're just interested, and hopefully this turns out really well and not awful, because that would be embarrassing and detrimental to my reputation. Anyway, I haven't put any music on. I think the Minecraft music is on. People have mentioned about music, but in my head, I feel like if I don't put any music on, you can put your own music on, and you can still then listen to me. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but you can always just mute me as well if you don't want to do that. But yeah, you can just put your own music on, and then my audio won't get crosswired. So I'm doing it very specifically. Okay, the music is on for a specific reason, and that was the reason why. I'm waffling like unbelievably. Right. So, to start with, I think we're going to start with the castle. So in terms of layout, I think we're going to have a castle gate entrance, so 2 towers there, and then the gate across. And then we sort of have a somewhat of a winding like walkway that comes up here. Maybe if the harbour's there as well, we can sort of create it so it intertwines and connects up to there. And then, I don't know, maybe at the front here, just in front of the castle gates, maybe we could do some sort of monument or statue. I'm not very good at statues, so I'll have to practice that. And yeah, I'm not doing like a fantasy one. I haven't got any data packs. Like it's all the vanilla blocks and items and stuff like that. Oh, that music's got a bit loud. Let's just turn that down a little bit. There we go. That's a bit better. So, actually, no. Let's just turn it down a little bit more. 30? Okay. And yeah, mods. I have put it in the description, but we're running on 1.2.0.1. Running it through Forge. Got World Edit, Flow, lot tweaks, effortless building, CMD Cam, Architecture, Creative Core, Journey Map, and I've got Distant Horizons, but it's not on because it didn't. I don't know. It just wouldn't work. Everything started overlapping and looking weird. So yeah, these are the tools that I use. So I think this is lot tweaks. So I'm pressing R, and then it will come up with this wheel, and I can scroll through, and it will just change the block. It just means I don't have to go into the inventory, search for it, and then every single item on the hotbar aligns with sort of theme. So this stone is all the stone stuff, and then I've saved this as a hotbar, which means I can press whatever the buttons are. Because I haven't got every item covered in the hotbar, so if I odd occasion have to go get something else, I can hit this button and this will load back up straight away, so I don't have to keep faffing around with it. Right, so yeah, that's that one. And then we've got effortless building, which if you're doing like big things and you're not worried about survival and stuff like that, this is like the one that I prefer to use. So I'm pressing down Alt, and then again I can go through the wheel, and it just means I can create like shapes like easy. And then I can, so if I want to do a cube, I can then do it hollow. I can do skeleton, so it's just the frame. I can replace just the air, replace the blocks and the air. You get the idea. And you can undo and redo, which is a bit hit or miss. I can't remember which way around it is, but I think yeah, sometimes it doesn't work. So yeah, and what's the other one I've got? I've got like Optifine running as well with shaders. I can't remember what the shader pack was called now. It's in the description, so if you want to have a look at that. So yeah, and then we've got decorative stuff. So stuff like that, and then I'm sure there's another way. So I'm just trying to think of what I'm trying to think of. Never mind. So what I'm going to do, yeah, we'll start with the layout. I'm going to lay out some areas, but it will be by no means the finished sort of layout or anything like that. It's a liquid plan. I quite like that. A liquid plan. It's moving and flowing with ebb and flow of the water. So I don't know what it was. So yeah, we'll start with the entrance. So I'm going to do. I just want to create a flat disc. Start in the middle. Want it hollow. I'm just using red concrete, I think it is, to use an outline just so it stands out. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of this because I'm very slow at building and thinking, but you'll just have to bear with me. So I think we want to create quite a wide tower. Just turn this off and we can actually put a brick down. And it might be kind of cool if the tower sort of overlaps this bit. So let's I'm doing that because I want to be able to see where the red line is, and you can't, as good as this tool is, you can't do what I wanted it to do. Then I can't be able to explain. So if we have it, let me just try another one, like there. It's like a giant boob. That's too big. That's too big. So what we can do is undo, and off it goes. We'll probably keep it where it is there, though. I can't remember how big that was, but I think that's definitely smaller. I think that looks better. I always struggle with scale at this stage of any build. I'm not sure how big everything else is going to be, but we'll just go with it. What I need to do, actually, there we go. It also means that this is effortless building. It means you can place blocks from really far away. Didn't want to do that. This is it. Okay, so this is where it falls down a little bit. So I've replaced that block with red concrete. It was grass block before. So if I try and do undo now, it won't work. I have to have the block that it was selected. So let's just redo it and undo it. Okay, well it's not doing it, but you know, fine. I think it's because I did undo before. So I do that, and then I hold that. No, I'm just going to shut up because that's not working. I don't know what I'm talking about. So let's just get this down, but we want to turn that onto air, and then maybe there. And then I don't know how wide that was. So that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 across. I want to raise it up a little bit, so it does that. Replace blocks and then we go on to 1. I think that's why. I think that was it. It was that. That's good. So that looks like it's going to be the right kind of scale that I'm after. And then what we'll do is align, and then we'll connect these up as if the wall is there. So I don't want the tower to stick out too much, because what we're going to do is try and bevel it in, I guess would be the right word. So it's same again that side, and that means we've got a nice big sort of gate wall so people can walk on top of it. So that's that. And yeah, I'm just trying to get ideas down. So yeah, it might not necessarily actually come out this way, but I just want to get something down on the paper, as it were. So I know. So just get the creative juices flowing. That's the same one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And then what we could do is another gatehouse, but it's more, it's not towers, it's more of an actual sort of building. So the other thing I do is, and this is probably going to go off for a second, is get some inspiration up. So with the power of AI, I've got some images. I think I can do this. I'm going to. So that's the first AI image that I came up with, which was something just like realistic medieval castle on hilltop. It's along the lines that I've searched for, and it may end up not looking anything like this whatsoever, but it just sparks ideas, because sometimes you can sort of, it's hard to visualize things, but yeah, get a bit of inspiration up, and you're sort of like, oh, actually I like that sort of concept. Might not want to copy the whole thing, but there's bits that I can pick out that I want to use. And then the other one that I'm looking at is this one for the gatehouse, which doesn't look anything like our gatehouse. No, it doesn't, does it? But that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I forgot I had that one up. So, and then I've got a second monitor, so I just drag those over to the second monitor, and then I just have them up. And yeah, I can just refer back to them as I'm doing it. And then once I've stopped doing the gatehouse, if I'm doing like the keep, I'll generate images of keeps. So yeah, I just get a general sort of something to go off. If you don't do that already, I really recommend it. You can do, I mean, you can look at other people's Minecraft work and stuff like that, but I try not to do that, because sometimes I can end up like just basically copying it, and I don't want to do that. I want it to be sort of my organic ideas, and obviously people may have done some and stuff like that, but yeah, it's an organic idea to me. So I do like the two statues either side of the gate that was on there, so we can put some armor stands down and have those outside the front and at the pillars at the bottom of the stairs. So we can do something like that. I don't want it to be a massive staircase, and I don't want it to be, or do I want it to be steep? I think because we're potentially going to wrap it around down there, can't really afford to go very far out, so we might do maybe a short but steep set of stairs, and maybe not stretched across the whole way, so maybe just like starting here and coming down. Okay, so you can actually build a staircase with this as well. If we do that, replace block and air. So if we do, oh no, how many blocks in is that? 1, 2, 3 from that side, 2, 3, so there I think, and then I've done it wrong, so that's fun. Let's just try it this way. So we probably want it to come out to like there, and then I want it to go down, but I want it to go down. Let's scrap that, we'll just do it ourselves. Sometimes they're good to use, sometimes it just takes more effort to try and get that to work than it's worth. So we've got that one, and then, oh crap, just want that one, and then we can do that. And then we can, oh no, we don't want that one. We want to get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that as well. It's going to be easier if we do this. Yeah, let's just do it this way for now. Oops. Cool, okay. That's the fella that we need. We can use that just for that. And then I think what would be better is if we, oh no, wrong one. Do that. Now that is quite steep. Maybe too steep. So let's make it sort of the steps 2 blocks wide. And what is going to be easier if I do that? And no, floor this time. Okay, so that's kind of best of both worlds, I think. It's just going getting the curved path around there. I do a lot of this as well. Step back from the frame, just so I can try and visualize it a little bit more, a little bit easier. So yeah, I think that's okay. And then want to build the sort of banister, as it were. That was too tall. That's fine. This really doesn't need to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination, because it is just a bit of a plan. The other thing that I've done is, this isn't the sort of prime real estate in terms of building areas, but I want to start on this one, which is like, it's a good piece of land, you know, valuable piece of land, but it's not one I've got really, really grand sort of ideas for, and I haven't played in a while, so I want to use this one as a bit of a, you know, get myself sort of back in the building zone, so I can use this one as a bit of a throwaway, basically. And it doesn't need to look perfect because it's not the sort of prime spot. And then once I've sort of got those creative juices properly flowing, we can go onto the prime real estate. Okay, sorry if I'm slurping. I'm trying to do it away from the microphone. Let's just fill these two bits in as well. I get not bored with this stage, but I just want to start seeing something, sort of something along the lines of what's actually going to be built. So I'm not just going to use these red bricks. So what we could do, I think what I want is these to be a little bit thinner, as thin as they possibly can go. Or we could create them thick at the base and then they go up. Actually, I think that's a better idea. So I'm going to do a cylinder, and then I think I want like a sort of a darker base. So I want place blocks and air on. So deep slate. Let's do the deep slate bricks for now. Oh, it's not hollow. We want it to be hollow. There we go. So the smallest realistically we can do. The other things I like things to be actually functional, i.e. you can get up this tower. So that's going to be about... Oh wait, yeah, we're going to do a bigger base, won't we? do it that big, or I think we go one wider. And then I can stretch it down. And that is going to look like that. And if I want to build it a little bit taller, we can. Oh, no, I didn't like that. Oh, I don't know what it's doing now. I don't think it like it when it's the same kind of bricks. What's going on there? What we can do then is just disable it and then oh, it's on the thingy, isn't it? I can actually get rid of those. So let's just get rid of this ring circle for now. Okay, back to cylinder. Deep slate bricks. Now we're cooking. I don't want this bit super tall, but I still want it to be fairly substantial. And then we can build this up a couple of blocks to the same height as that. And the cylinder, we can build it out the same way and drag it down, and then it is the same. The other thing we can do as well is copy paste towers, so we don't have to do them exactly at the same time. So I can just build one, and at the end I can just basically select it, paste it there. But I just want to be careful with the interior, because obviously if you copy paste it and it's not mirrored, I'm sure there's a way to mirror it, but I haven't figured that out yet, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, step back a little bit. It's so hard. I hate starting, because I do have an idea in my head, but it's really difficult to. I find it really hard to sort of picture it at this stage. I think it's too wide, so I'm going to take it in a little bit. It's not cylinder. That'll be why. Now, the only issue I've got now is this will delete the grass blocks. So I'm going to have to do it, sort of take it down like you would an actual tower. That's right, and then fill it in. There we go. Might just be easier to do that. In fact, why am I doing this? I could have just undone. I can't now. What a nightmare. that was another how not to do this. We're a bit rusty. But what we can do is select my wooden axe, and I've set this as a wand, I think. I think it's already set. Well, to be fair, we'll find out. Nope, no, it wasn't. Now, what's the command again? It's not. Oh, sell wand. I think that's the fella. Yeah, there we go. Right, so I've set the axe as like a wand for world edit. So now I'm going to click on. Well, that didn't work. Why's that not working? Why did I do that with stone? Why am I pressing the wrong buttons? Why did that not work? Oh, it's because I've got that one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I'm getting myself confused. So now, first position set, and I'm just going to do it all the way over here so it encompasses the whole thing. Second position, and then I'm just going to do replace deep slate. I think it was just bricks with grass block, and hopefully, hey, there we go. Let's just swap those back over. And okay, and then we're just going to get rid of this. I think what's going to be easier if we do that and then fill in the grass blocks. By hand. It's probably easier to do it that way. If I'm being honest. Balls. There we go. Oh man. We'll just fill that one in with a single block, no one will know. No one will know apart from us. I've never actually watched anyone play Minecraft before. This is probably painfully slow. Probably shouldn't have had a little smoky smoke before I did this. May have been an error. Right, okay. We need to remember to undo next time. So what I'm going to do is do this again, but I'm just going to get rid of all the red. Get rid of all the red concrete. So just going to make sure the whole area is done, and then I'm replacing concrete, and to sort of just delete it, I'm going to replace it with air. And all that will go. And then we can just individually do those bits. So, what might actually be a smarter way of doing this is if we build the gate and then we know how big the towers need to be. Didn't want to do that. Let's just sort of level this out. I think that's a better way of doing it. So, I think if we do, we might have a sort of bit more of a sort of entrance platform, if that makes sense. And then we can start building the gate there. So I want to do something like, again, getting the scale at this point is really difficult. Let's do it this way. Very handy being able to do this far away. I think the balls. Oh no. Let's just get rid of that. Start again. Hollow. Blocks and air. And it needs to go there. I don't want to be too tall. Let's go with that. And then I want to start bringing it in a little bit, sort of layered. Maybe one more. That might be too small a gap. Obviously, it's not going to look exactly like that, but it's kind of an idea at least. Doing it again. So I want to have like a little bit of a wall here, so I don't want to, but I think that might. I think that's going to restrict me a bit too much. Let's try this. I think that's what it was before, but Okay. It's something. We can always go back and delete it if we want. And then what I might do, just to add a bit more sort of depth, or not depth, but like character, something that makes it pop. Oh. Damn it. God, fucking grandad, I'm doing this so slow. I'm just very rusty. Okay. And we want that one in there, and then we want that. There we go, that's a bit better. Obviously not going to look exactly like this, but just want to kind of get a vague idea of what we can do with that space. And then let's just try and start making it into a bit more of an arch, which is not my favourite thing to do because I'm not very good at it. Let's go with that. I don't like that. Let's put another slab in. If it's going to be weird like that, we can just do it like that instead. That's probably better. And then we can start to do the same thing with the rest of it. So that's going to mess with the height a little bit. This is where I really start to confuse myself. So I want that there, that there, and then that there. Okay, yep, we're doing good. That's where the step is gonna be. Do we need to get rid of that one? Let me get rid of that one. No, skew if. Okay, so it's that one. Yeah. And then it's just going to be, do we do a block there, or do we do a fence? Which one looks better? I think the one on the right. There we go. Okay, then what I'm going to do is the next sort of layer. And we won't do that one. We're definitely going to need to fill this bin at the top. But I think it will stay like that. And then I think... Is that right? Because I think we'll do another one. We'll need another one there. Right, okay. Let's just give that a go. Nope. That one. Let's just fill. No, that can't be right because that's like that, isn't it? So that needs to go as well. Let's definitely copy that. Let's try putting the thing in there again. That doesn't look right. Why does that not look right? Oh, it's because I haven't got the stair. Well, that looks awful. What about if we do that? I mean, like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect at this point, but I like having it looking vaguely reminiscent of the final plan. Can't figure out, we haven't got a stone fence, quartz fence or quartz wall set with diorite. A bit of music kicking in. Now, I don't like that there's this bit, so we're going to have to deal with that at some point. But I think, building into crescendo. Let's start shaving some of these layers off. God, that really does look awful. We'll fine tune it. It's fine. I think let's hollow, replace air only. Yeah, that's correct. And then let's try there. No, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, why did I do that? Right, let's move that over slightly. So we're going to have it that wide. We're going to make that tall. That looks better. Is it that one? Yes, it was. Should have done 9 stone, that was silly. Or maybe we should make them decorative and have them a bit thinner. Let's do the next sort of thinness in. So that's absolutely the thinnest. Problem is when you do that, it looks less and less like a cylinder. I think I prefer the thinner one. So let's, just because it's quicker, do that. And then we'll also do it as stone. So it wasn't that one, but it was that one. Let's just do it like that tall. I think it's that one. We'll take the height down a little bit, I think. I might leave it. And then what we shall do is let's do it filled. We'll basically have it come out like that. And then we have another protruding. No, that's wrong. Yeah. I hate starting things. Oh, I love the thought of it, and then when it's like comes down to it, like. So let's try just the stone slab. Let's remember this is just really the planning stage. Still. Oh, wrong one. How was that? But stone. It's got a gap tooth. So what we've done here is not thought about the spacing. So we want actually the center to be a single brick, not in the middle of two. Just a bit annoying, but let's give the old copy paste jobby a go. So what I'm going to do is put a block there, because that is the furthest out, there. And then what I want to do is very awkwardly build a little bridge to there and delete that bit. And then what I want to do is select that, that's fine. And select that one. And I think what I want to do is cut, not copy. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because wherever I put the command is where when I place it, it will be. If that makes sense? Probably not. Oh, hold on. I only want it shifted one block over, so I'm literally just going to go one block over. And then paste. And with a bit of luck, we've done it. We've actually done it. And then we can just start to sort of fill it back in. Oops. Again, that's not going to look exactly how it is, but the too high seems a bit silly. So maybe let's do a slab. Looks better. And this castle isn't going to be necessarily a particularly fancy one. It's, in my head, it's more of serving a purpose than more than anything else. Then what do the fence look like? Ridiculous. I'm going to leave the detailing for now, because as long as I've got a rough outline, then there's something. Ah, balls. Although no music is make things very quiet, so hopefully people are actually putting music on in the background. So I'm just looking at the reference pictures for some inspo. I've got to widen the stairs as well. There we go. Still not looking exactly as I planned it. I don't like this last layer here. I think it needs a bit more of a harsher drop. And then I think like that. Oh, this is tough. Well, that's definitely gotta have one of those. And then maybe if we do that, I think maybe let's get rid of that layer. What we could do actually. Oh, I realised if I'm not sure if your name was play on words K Sarah, or if that's actually your name. But either way, thank you very much for stopping and say hello. I'm sorry, Minecraft is not your thing. If you remember, this isn't the final product, but now I'm kind of want to get it looking somewhat how I want it to. What is missing? That is the question. Looks a little bit better. What about if we do something like this? No, not like that. Ah, something like that. Crazy, I know. What a crazy idea. That is off the wall. I do quite like that. We can get into the detail another time. It's looking very blocky. I know it's Minecraft, but it's looking a bit too blocky. So let's do something about that. Not this bit, I'm just filling those gaps in. Oh, bollocks. And grass. I need the grass. There we go. Okay. Wow, that looks so good. I can't believe that looks so good. Just joking. Doesn't look very good. So let's widen, or we could have like a thick ring around this thing. Just want it hollow, and then I think this is going to be hard to It's going to be really hard to guess where to... How am I going to do this? Let's just do a line. $10 blocks? Yeah, why not? Let's just see where that comes out. Go. With a different block type, obviously everything's stone now, so it's going to look crap, but that could have some potential. Now the tricky thing is going to figure out how far. I think it was 10 before, but I'm not sure if the ground was level. It might have been. 11, 10. Circle. Let's just make sure it's the right height. It is. Wonderful. And then the top layer, we can do a little bit wider again. So let's do cylinder. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. So that'll come out the same size as the little outer ring we did. And what was that? Thank you. And then we can do that sort of, I don't know, yay high. Problem with these mods is, oh god, what's happened? Oh, my mouse has run out of battery. I thought it was frozen. I was like, the cows are moving. It is my mouse. I knew I should have charged that last night. There we go. Right, we're back in business. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Okay, cylinder again. Replace blocks and air. And it's only like 4 high, isn't it? That's level. Okay, okay. That's starting to take a little bit of shape. I think the only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to stretch the whole thing out wider, I think. And I'm going to do that with the copy paste thing again. So let's get the axe. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Because it's a little bit wider now. So I'm just going to do it. Oh, doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it there. To there. Turn it off. First position, which is a left click, and then right position, which is second position, which is a right click. And then I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to stand where it's sort of, I don't know, as a reference. And then we're going to cut. And then let's go 2 over. Although that has gone down now, isn't it? I think it just went down 1. And then paste. Is that right? Yes. Is it the right level? Yes. Yes, it is. And then we can just... This shouldn't be too difficult to just fill this bit in. Oh. Just do it to like there. Let's fill that hole. Love filling a hole. And then back up to the top here. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's that bit done anyway. Ah, right, I was going to say it doesn't look any different because I haven't done this bit. So, another layer out. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to look better. This is going to look better. It just means we've got a bit of space to play with on the wall here, so we can put some statues and stuff like that. And then we want to do the same again. So I'm just going to put a block like there. Ooh. There. And a block. Oh. There. Disable that. That's first position. Second position. And then just in the center here. And we're going to cut. And then we're going to slide to the left. And paste. And bada bing, bada boom. We have widened the wall. Okay. Let's just fill in the floor down here. And these little bits. Take these little bits out. It's so handy being able to do it from a distance. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right, okay. Again, we're getting somewhere. And then let's just fill in this back bit here as well. So that's all nice and neat and tidy. May as well fill in the whole of that, mightn't we? Nope. It's that one, is it? Just one line. Okay. Bit boring around the back, but that's fine. And then it also means we have got nice and even for whatever these things are called. Can't remember now. Viewing points, probably. Something like that. And whilst we're here, let's level this off. Oh, balls. Balls. Stone. Floor. Single. Wall. And floor again. Let's get that all evened up. There we go. Sorry. Just remember on the microphone. And obviously it's just made of stone, and there's no detail. But I think that's a good place to start. I think the beginnings of a gatehouse. Now, let's see if we can. I think if I select an armor stand, I think I've got all of this loaded up on here. Nice. Okay. So, for example, we could do something like this. Again, not the finished product, but why is that not working? That's weird. That one obviously doesn't work. And then what we can do is then, I think we want silver. And then backwards. And there's something along the lines of God, that's weird, but we get the point. I think we need to do it so we can have a. Oh, I forgot about that. I was going to say. Let's do chiseled. Let's just start that a bit. Put one on there. There we go. There we go. And then, why is that not working? There we go. No, there. And then we can have the old pillar in a line. For example, and I think what I'd do is have them a little bit higher up. So, oh crap. That one. That one. Thank you. And then that. And that as well. And then the fancy block. The other thing we can do is inset them in the wall. But I think this will look better. I think. It's a start. It's not going to end up looking exactly like that, but it's a good little start. And then we could probably do something similar down here. Okay, I don't want it to look too bougie. Except for this one, we could angle it in a little bit. Just to mix it up a little bit. Again, it's going to look very different once I'm done with it, but it's a nice sort of, yeah, nice little bit of inspiration to sort of kick things off. Let's just even that up. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I'm liking it so far. I'm liking the vision that I've got in my head for where this is going to progress into. I think the what do you call it? Not perspective. I think everything's in. Everything looks right. I can't think of the fancy word for it. Then let's do that. Nice. And then let's do that. And that. And that and that. That might look better. Hard to tell when everything's just stone. Right, oh, there we go. Okay. I was going to say, I thought I did that. We'll have to do something with the pillar. That's kind of the idea that we've got. The idea that I've got. And then we can either do it like that, or we can do it like that, which is going to look better. I think that'll look better. That's kind of ruined that a little bit. How can I save that? Does that need to come down? Okay, maybe the middle one will look better. Kind of better, but also not. What about if we do... Although actually we could just do that the whole way down. Yeah, that could work. That could work. But we could just do it from the top. So it has a little bit of variety. It's taking shape already. So we have an issue. I've drank quite a lot of Sprite. Am I allowed to say completely? Lemonade. And now I'm busting for a pee, so I'm just going to go for a pee, and you can enjoy this nice view for a second. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, I got distracted by the dog. Okay. Where were we? I think this is going the way I intended it to. Scale, that's the word I was looking for earlier. I think the scale seems okay. Now, the question is the doors. What are we going to do about the doors? Don't know why I'm doing this voice. Now, what was the hotkey to change everything back to the hotbar? I would say it's... Well, it wasn't that. It wasn't that either. Oh, there we go. The door. The door. I don't know if is that a different sort of planks to the other one? So let's just do spruce because we should be able to tell. Yeah, I suppose it is, isn't it? Can you stack? Oh. We can. Good to know. Not sure we're going to do it for the door or not, but good to know. What are we going to do for the door? What's the back of the loom look like? Because we want to make it look a little bit fancy. Sorry, don't know what that noise was. A little bit fancy. Let's get creative. Smoker. That could be the sort of door handle, maybe. That's actually quite why is that not deleting? Go away, go away. Weird. So I think... Right, which way around does that need to be? That way. Damn it. Oh, we need to do it inset, don't we? Because of those bits. And that didn't look very good, so let's not do that. Muddy mangrove roots. Let's just build a wall. See what it looks like. That looks really good. Dog agrees. Quite like that. It's like a patterned, fancy pattern. Problem is, I need to find something that's going to be a good sort of door handle type thing that fits. Oh, actually, I suppose we could do. Oh. And then what have we got? Oh, we could do the cartography table, couldn't we? It's quite dark. Brown. It's not bad, but it's not great. I don't like the door handles. I don't know why it doesn't want to break those. So, door handles. No. No. Jukebox? No. I don't like it. Barrels. Can I get that the other way around? No, I don't think I can. They're not bad. If I could get that the other way around, but I can't. Nothing in there. Deep slate. Nothing's really going to work there. We could do something and then just put a button on it, which could be the jukebox. Sorry, that took a bit of a brain freeze there. And then, yeah, what if we put a, but not a spruce button, a, oh, didn't mean to throw that. I think that one's probably going to be. And then what about I don't think the barrel look any good there. Let's try the old cartography table again. Let's give them another run out. No, I don't like it. Something's off. Something is off. Maybe the deep slate tiles will actually look alright. Because it's all quite dark, isn't it? That doesn't look. That just looks weird. Definitely not white. Definitely not any of those. I'm trying to remember what the control is to. I'm sure you can select the second. Let's try G. What? Did not know you could do that. I don't know why I'd want to, but let's try that. And I don't think that one would look good. That. Wait. Dark oak, was that spruce? Yeah, okay. Let's try. In fact, I don't know why we're doing it like that. And I think we'll leave it as that for now. Let's give this a go. I think it's the jukebox. I don't think the jukebox looks right. As much as I like the sort of thinking behind it. Definitely nothing on there. Definitely nothing there. Let's have a look on the old building blocks and stuff. What about that? It's like a look sort of too purple. Okay. And then I think, what about just concrete? Black concrete. It's not bad, but it's not exactly what I want. I think it needs a bit more texture, but let's just try the grey. Should just replace that, but never mind. See, that'll be alright, but it just needs a little bit of texture. It just looks a bit too flat. So, powder, what about you? Isn't bad. What about if I do that side as well? Don't like it. Don't like it. Where or what? There we go. Was it that one? It was muddy. Oh. That was it. And then I think if I'm holding it, no. Oh, what is going on? Why did you do that? There we go. I think we'll leave it for now. I think that's a different side of it, isn't it? But that's fine. We'll leave it for now. It needs some work, but it's okay. So now we've done sort of like the basic of that. I'm not gonna mess with sort of the sort of texture of the walls, or the brick design of the walls. Sorry, me rustling. Because I'm not sure what the rest of the place is going to look like. So I'm just seeing a packaged cake. I think what we could do is have something of a central column tower, but more square. Square but decorative. Or more decorative. Thing is, though, I didn't want this to be sort of one solid building. I want it to come out into sort of like a courtyard. So maybe we do that on the sort of next layer in. And then sort of for now, we oops. Sort of focus on the brick walls a little bit. See what this looks like. Oh yeah, that could work. That could definitely work. Do I keep doing a Yorkshire accent? I could do something like that, but I don't want these bits to be filled in. So what I can do is select the debug stick and then not do that, because yeah, then you can select where the wall. So if I right click on this, east to low, east to tall, east to none. East to none. Why is it doing it like that? How do I change that? I can't remember how to work the stick. So I can do that. How do I might need to Google this. I'm trying to think what else. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. How do I... Well, let's Google this for a second, because... Minecraft. How do you use debug stick? How do you use the debug stick? I can't type. There we go. No, I don't want to watch a video on it. Just tell me in words. Well, this is not as straightforward as I remember it being. The debug stick we use to change block state. Hitting the block allows the player to select the block states key. Yes, that's good. Switch between the conditional and the facing block state keys for command block. If they choose the facing block state key. Which sounds like I'm supposed to do it this way, but that's not what's happening. Let's try a different website. Nope, that one's crap as well. It's confusing me. Don't like being confused. And yet here I am. Now I'm just getting distracted. Well, let's just leave that. That is potentially something we could do. But for now, let's plough on and just put this back on. Right, let's try and close this thing up. Just as a rough guide. Yeah, we could do level walls all the way around here. As in, everything's the same height, and then we could do a bigger building here. And that's then when we can start messing about with bigger towers and stuff like that. So it does mean this bit's going to be quite thin. Let's do the floor, and what is this going to look like? I think that should be okay. I think that's going to be wide enough. Might take it inwards a little bit. But that is, yeah, looking okay, I think. And then let's just start doing. So it's just 2 up, isn't it? Start there. Just so I can visualize it a little bit better. And it was slabs in the middle, wasn't it? I wonder if that will look better. They're a bit tall, I think that will look better actually. Bear with, the dog's going wild. It's fine. We're good. It's a little bit stumpy from this side, but I think it will look better. Oh crap. Maybe if we have those two, it's a little bit higher. Something along the lines of that. All right. I think this will look loads better when we start doing the detailing. but it's not looking too bad as it is. I mean, it is, but yeah, you know what I mean. Let's do this wall so the door isn't weirdly sticking out. And then this next bit is going to be quite key. It's going to sort of dictate what the rest of the place looks like, or how it shapes. I think if we do something like that's 8 blocks out that way. Wait, what? It's supposed to be a cube. Trying to decide the best way to do this because I don't want to have to keep undoing and rebuilding everything. Let's just do it like a skeleton. Problem is, then you can't do that, so we're going to have to do it at the highest point. Let's keep it as a skeleton for now. And I think if we do, it's much bigger than I want it to be, but yeah, that's definitely much bigger than I want it to be. I think we want more of a square. You pop it. Emerson's come to join. You going down there? Yeah. Being a good boy today. You are. Big yawn. It's more along the lines of what I wanted. So I think sort of this top area, I want it to be sort of one not one big building, but different buildings attached to each other. That was a terrible way of explaining it. But then I don't want sort of like gaps of grass or outside. So do like a big building here and then a building attached to it spinning off, like that kind of thing. All at different heights. so we can have sort of a main keep at the top. So we might just go on and have a look at some inspiration. See what this conjures up. It's taken its time. Well, that is not what I wanted at all. That's not a keep, that's the whole castle. I've also I've typed in realistic medieval keep, and what it's come up with is absolutely not a realistic one. I just want the keep itself, I don't want the whole thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Just have a close look at this. Let's put it on here. Which one? That one or that one, I think. It's not actually helping me though, to be honest. Get back to the drawing board. So if these ones are circular, we could do more squared off towers. Have them 4 on each, one on each corner. That could be a good idea. What's the time actually? I think I might call it a day, log off. I need to go walk the dogs, so don't want to get too late. But yeah, that was a interesting delve into how my brain works. And the answer is very slowly. But hopefully we'll look back on this and be like, wow, look at where it began and where it is now. But yeah. So yeah, I'm going to do some bits offline, and then next time when I can stream, we can pick it back up and we'll see how far I've got. But yeah, that's it for now. Until next time. goodbye. Why does that sound like the weakest link? But yeah, see you next time.